guys, welcome back to another video. We're back in the F-Type today and we're heading over to Silverstone for the infamous Supercar driver secret meet. I'm so excited. I've seen it obviously publicised on social media for the last few years and I just haven't been able to get myself a ticket. If anyone isn't aware, Supercar Driver is a Supercar and Hypercar club that organise, events and drives. I've posted a couple of the events on my channel before, and one of their biggest events of the year is the secret meet at Silverstone, and the only way you can get tickets is through their website that you obviously have to have a membership on. So yeah, it should be pretty good from what I've already seen on social media this morning. There's already people there, but oh, let's get to Silverstone.
Straight cross 2 bridges and take the left.
2 bridges and take the left. Thank you. Silverstone, we've made it. There's the track. Starting off with a lovely STO and 2 new Huayras. Oh my word. There's more bits over here. Pista just pulling in. Let's go and have a look what else is here. By the looks of it, we've got Pistas, 720Ss. Well, it's just every car you could ever think of, and I think this is just the car park. Yeah, I mean, this car park is mental. We've got Pistas, GT4s, F12, 720S. I'm just going to speed this part of the video up. There were hundreds and hundreds of cars in the car park, and I thought this actually warrants its own video, so that'll be coming up in a future upload. I will also leave a timestamp on screen now of all of the key parts of this video. Later on in the video, there's a big Hypercar parade lap, and all of the Hypercars in this video are going flat out, so I'll leave timestamps for everything on screen now, and if you guys want to skip forward, go for it. Enjoy the video. GT4 RS. Look at them all, they're everywhere. What even is that? What even is that? That is mental. I don't even know what that thing is. Oh my God, a Senna. Oh my God, a Senna. Look at that. This is going to be a pretty cool day. Here are those classic Porsches. Oh my God, there's a 918. Look at that. Oh my word, there is a 918 in the car park. 918, 650S, STO, a Revuelto. Look at that, F12 and a 720S Spider. How's that for a 2-car garage, eh? Look at that. Right then, so, I mean, I think this is just the car park. I haven't actually seen the track yet. I'm assuming we're over that way somewhere. I'm just gonna take a few pictures of these cars around here, and then we'll head over to the track. There's a Jesko just gone down there. This is mental. Look what's just pulled in. This takes the cake. £4 million Koenigsegg Jesko. That is insane. Look at the gold leaf on that. So where we were a second ago was just the car park. We're now in the event, and oh my word, it's been stepped up a level in here. We'll come and take a closer look at some of these later on. I'm running around like a bit of a child at the minute. Oh my word. There are some insane bits of kit here. Look at the colour on that. CCR, SLR McLaren, that's cool. GTS, M3 GTS, you don't see many of them. That's wicked. SLR, Ford GTs, LaFerrari Aperta. Oh my word. That is probably about 5 million quid worth of car right there. That is insane. I think, oh my God, I've just spotted something mental through here. Oh my word, 1, 2, 3, 4 F40s, and this. Full exposed carbon. Got to have a little look back through here, because look at this. On when do you see this many F40s all together? This is insane, and look at that. As if it couldn't get any cooler than a LaFerrari. You've got an FXXK here. Wow. What's down here? There's more. Oh. Yeah, this is mental. P1 GTR and an AMG 1. That is mental. That is insane. Look at that Jesko. Man. That is nuts. Another CCR, CCX, and then the Jesko that we saw earlier. That is fairly ridiculous. I must say I've never known a track day like this, ever. Every single pit there is just insane cars. Got all the cars lining up over there. Every single pit you walk into, there is something else. Look at that. This is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. Every possible kind of car you could expect. Oh look, the door's coming up. Look at this. What the fuck? What? 4RS. Yeah, this is no joke at all. This is insane. Every single pit lane you come into, look at that. Every single one, there is something else there in there. We're just out the back, and oh my word, the cars out here. Yellow 918, P1, the new Maserati MCX or something, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but look at that. 812. Speciale Aperta, got the Rimac. This is mental. I've never been to an event like this in my life. Senna, Gordon Murray, T50. The guy that designed the original McLaren F1 also designed this, hence why you've got one seat in the middle. That is insane. Senna, Rimac, another Senna. Spec on that, look at the paint on that. CCXR, 812 Comp Aperta. Oh my word. This is nuts. This is another Senna, purple stripe. It actually goes into the blue there. Another P1. Oh, that's the 688 HS. All exposed carbon everywhere, based on the 675 LT, or the 650S platform, should I say. That is mental. And then a full exposed carbon 675 LT Spider. That's proper. That is proper. A Mosler, I mean, I've never even seen one of those before. That's a joke. I can't believe we're just walking around some of these cars. You know, these are all like multi-million-pound cars, and they're all just here. I've never seen an event like it. This is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know which way to look sometimes. I'm just going to head down this main strip and see what else is here. Oh, but that's quite cool. That's a Veyron all stripped out. That's awesome. I've never seen that before. A Veyron completely all stripped down. Whoa. That is awesome. That is so cool. And there's just endless cars. Another SV, 4GT. Oh my word. This is it for me. This is like ultimate dream car. This is poster car for me as a kid. 16.4 Veyron. And then Valkyrie, oh my days. 650S, Valkyrie, exposed carbon, exposed purple carbon, Valkyrie, another La Aperta, another LAF. It just goes on and on and on. This event is ridiculous. 812 Comp, Aperta again. Got another 812 over there, and two LAFs just casually. An MC12. Oh my days. I don't even know where to look. You've got Carrera GTs F40s, you've got Carrera GTs, you've got three Veyrons, you've got this insane Revuelto. I've got to take a look at this. And look at the wing on that Revuelto. I didn't think a Revuelto could get any more aggressive. Three Veyrons. Scuderia Prestige with the heat. Right, we'll start one by one, otherwise I'm going to get carried away. Insane green 812. an Regera RS and a Revuelto. We're going to come back here, but I can hear cars out on track. We're going to go and see those cars out on track. Casual 918 here as well, as you do, just a 918 rolling through. Right, I'm going to go and see if I can find a way out onto the track to see what's going past, because I can hear stuff flying by. Can't believe we're actually here on the Silverstone track. This is sick. 250 going out casually. This is mental, absolutely insane. Here comes the 250. My word, and he's not hanging about either. GT4 RS, McLaren GT, STO going out. Got the VR setups in here. Look at that, brand new Temerario. I haven't seen one of these yet, but that is a proper bit of kit. Right, let's have a little look what else is here. A couple of Urises. There's the Ironman spec STO. Oh look, they've got track coverage right there. That is really cool. The 599XX. I don't think I've ever seen one of these, but full exposed carbon Huayra with yellow interior, and it's a roadster. And here we have a Chiron and a Veyron. I mean, that is a joke. Two generations of the Bugatti. Got the red carbon at the front. I saw this the other day. This is about 1,000 horsepower. This basically it's a rebodied Turbo S. SF90XX. These are only just right off the production line, but this is pretty cool indeed. Another LAF Spider. I think that might be the 4th LAF I've seen. Full purple carbon Jesko. I mean, that's mental. We've casually got a 1-to-1 here as well. This whole event is just an absolute joke. Wow. Quad exhaust. And an SVJ. 3 of them all together. That is a joke. And then, yeah, my word, the big one. Holy Zonda 760. I'm sure this is, oh, there we go, special edition. Yeah, that is insane. Carrera GT, 599 GTO, 4GT, F40 is about to go on a track by the looks of it. F50. That is insane. Another modified 3RS. I mean, as if the wing needed to get any bigger on these. And there are just cars everywhere. Look at that. Back past all the F40s then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Hypercars in here now. 2 HSL 959. And there's cars still pulling in. New SF90XX. Huayra and a Regera. Just in case we needed another Senna. 3 Carrera GTs just rolling through. And an LFA in front of a Chiron. What planet are we living on? As if it needed to get any more insane, a 1-to-1 has just turned up. There are 7 of these in the world and one of them is here.
Second flag is out left, so the session comes to an end. We'll see the later, we'll get to 2 other sessions from there.
2 Gordon T50s, a 1-to-1 and a P1 GTR. To look at this insane FXXK Zonda R. We've got even more cars rolling in over here. Let's go and take a look. We've got Shmee's SLS Black Series. I haven't even seen half these cars turn up. More Veyrons over here. You got the matte Vitesse one with the orange interior. This is quite well known. That is awesome. I mean, this is an incredibly bravely spec'd LFA. Bright green with red interior. Lovely 599 GTO. SF90 XX. Hi there. Hi there, how's it going? This P39 is insane. We've got to come back over and have a look at some of the cars that have turned up back here. We had a look here earlier and we're back again. Closer look at this one-to-one then, now that it's parked up. It hasn't got so many people crowding around it. I mean, that is three pretty cool Koenigsegg's all together. So these obviously based on the same chassis, but the one-to-one being absolutely the rarer version. You've got 7 of these in the world. I've actually seen this a few years ago in Monaco. It's so cool to have all of these together. Carbon on the interior. This thing is insane. Red on red. Let's have a little closer look then, shall we? Shmee's new SF90 XX. I mean, it's brave, that's for sure. I'm not sure about the gold wheels, I'm not even sure about the green, but whether you like or dislike the specs, you've got to applaud the bloke. He does spec them very bravely. It's track time for all the hypercars. Here we go. All the hypercars are now heading out on track. This should be cool. All of the hypercars are heading out. This should be insane. Look at that exposed carbon on there. Huayra 918. It should be cool seeing all of these out on track. It goes on and on and on. Jesko that's turned up in a green and orange. That is awesome. We're just walking down to the other side of the track now so that we can get on track with all of the other hypercars, which should be fairly insane. So we're on Silverstone, but there is an unbelievable amount of people all crowding around the cars. There are so many people. Just come off track and there is just too many people to get any remotely good content of any of the cars. There's just way too many people, so we're going to take the opportunity to come back into the pits and just have a little bit of a look round without everyone walking with us. Pretty cool 12C GT car, but I really want to have a look at this Koenigsegg again. Got a lovely pista, but behind it you've got a spectacular Jesko. Orange over green carbon. With the white interior, that is epic. Let's head back. I'm going to head back through the pits up to the other side and just have a little look around, because I keep missing stuff turning up. There's so much stuff at this event, I just keep missing it all turning up. So I mean, look at that. That is mental. That is us done with the Supercar driver secret meet this year. I mean, it's my first time going, and I must say, one of the most insane events I've ever been to. It was absolutely mental. What an insane event. I mean, every sort of hypercar that you could have possibly have wished to have been there was there. Insane event. Supra. Yeah, just an insane event. So many cars. I'm definitely going to be back for next year. Hopefully we can get out on track next year. We've put the roof up because I am severely sunburnt, but if you guys have enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and leave a comment. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I did filming it. And yeah, be sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come. Cheers, guys.